The Anthem of the Seas is out of New York, and for a lot of people in the Cleveland area, this is a drive market for us. I know as a mother of 2 daughters and a family of 4, if I were to want to save money on airfare, I would drive to New York. It's 8.5 hours, get on a brand new ship and spend that money getting on a ship that's going to take me to the Bahamas. We also have Bermuda over the summertime. It's doing Canada and New England for the fall foliage. It's going all the way down to Barbados. In order for me to get down to the Southern Caribbean, I would have to spend a lot of money on airfare to get there. And knowing the fact that we have a ship within driving distance to get there is fantastic. But it's also because this is the newest baby in the Royal Caribbean fleet. I think that there are so many firsts on board this ship. We have virtual balconies in all the staterooms. It's probably the best all-weather or cold-weather vessel equipped to be able to handle that. If you were to leave out of New York to be able to go somewhere south, there you have the Seaplex, which is the largest indoor sport complex at sea. We have the Ripcord by iFly. You have the North Star. Tons of indoor pools, tons of shopping and shows and restaurants for people to really be able to experience the ship, because I think that's where it's a game changer for a lot of ships out there, is the fact that you have everything included on board. I mean, it's a great way to be able to experience all these different places, but yet tons of things to do on the inside. So if you're waiting until you get down to the warmer weather to go dip in the pool, you don't have to do that on board this ship, because everything is taken care of for you. Unpack once, be able to experience all these different ports, but the ship is the destination just as much as the ports of calls themselves, which I think is a big thing for those ships that are leaving out of New York. All of the activities that are on board the Anthem of the Seas are complimentary. So if you were to do bumper cars, a circus trapeze school, roller skating, the Ripcord by iFly, which is that skydiving simulator, normally that would cost $200 per person in Las Vegas or Orlando. It's included on board this ship. If you were to take the North Star, which takes you 300 feet above the water surface for that panoramic view, it's all included. Not to mention our shows. We Will Rock You is a Broadway, full production Broadway show. We don't charge extra for that. So if they were to go to New York, where they'd be spending hundreds of dollars per ticket, it's included on board our ships, which is, again, I think the reason why a lot of people, especially out of Northern Ohio, need to get on this ship out of New York. Anthem of the Seas is different because it introduced a concept that was brand new to our brand as well as the industry, called dynamic dining. Instead of one main restaurant, they tried to give you more of a specialty dining experience without being charged for it, to where you would rotate between the different restaurants. Now you can either get early or late, or for those that are preferring, a lot of our first-time cruisers or first to our brand are loving the idea of being able to have that flexibility of picking and choosing their time, picking and choosing their restaurant of choice, and being able to experience all these different things. So it's basically taking them on a culinary adventure, which is unique to this ship. If people were to try it for the first time ever, I think that it's actually proven in the numbers. We have one of the highest percentages of people coming back to our product, but they have to try it. To be able to come onto a ship, unpack once, be able to experience everything that the ship has to offer that's included with our brand, as well as our product on the Anthem of the Seas, you're not going to be able to get that by going to an all-inclusive. And we have the all-inclusive sort of packages. If people are worried about not having that surprise bill at the end, they can do an all-inclusive beverage package. They can also, of course, they have all their shows included, their entertainment. So when they're really trying to stretch their vacation dollar, I don't think anything delivers it better than a Royal Caribbean cruise, and especially with the Anthem of the Seas being out of New York that they can drive to.